Today's video is part of the series of videos on the SAT reading. Today we will discuss direct versus indirect characterization. Get to know the characters, how the author chooses to characterize, describe the characters, directly or indirectly. Welcome to another video presented by the Learning Depot. When an author uses direct characterization, the author tells the reader what the character is like. For example, Andy was furious. The author does not have to make an inference or draw a conclusion because the author explicitly described the character. We know that Andy was furious. When an author uses indirect characterization, the author shows the reader what the character is like. Let's look at Andy again. Andy stormed in the house and slammed the front door. He stomped to his room, pushed his little brother out of the way, and shut the door of his room with such force that the hall photographs fell to the floor. The reader has to make an inference or draw a conclusion because the author implicitly describes the character by, in this case, showing the character's actions. When thinking of characterization, think adjectives and verbs. When an author uses direct characterization, the writer makes direct statements about a character's personality and tells what the character is like. Think descriptions and adjectives. When a writer uses indirect characterization, the writer reveals information about a character and his or her personality through that character's thoughts, words, and actions, along with how other characters respond to that character, including what they think and say about him or her. Think actions and verbs. Indirect characterization is when the author shows things that reveal the personality of the character. There are 5 different methods of looking at indirect characterization: speech, thoughts, effect on other characters, actions, and looks. Let's look at the example of Cinderella's stepmother. When the author uses direct characterization, a concrete or clearly stated statement regarding Cinderella's stepmother. Cinderella's stepmother was mean. What can we learn about Cinderella's stepmother? That she was mean, because the author clearly states it. However, when an author uses indirect characterization to describe a character, the author implies, and you have to make an inference. Cinderella's stepmother locked her in the closet and made her do all her chores. The author has implied, and we infer, that the stepmother was mean. Characterization is a crucial part of making a story compelling. In order to interest and move readers, characters need to seem real. Authors achieve this by providing details that make characters individual and particular. Good characterization gives readers a strong sense of characters' personalities and complexities. It makes characters vivid, alive, and believable. This is why in complex text, characterization is done mostly through indirect writing. Characters are an important element of literary passages. Make sure you can recognize the author's technique when describing characters. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you real soon.